And we're up. Sorry, guys, for a couple of days. For those that are watching this later, it is much more fun to join us live, and I highly suggest you do. The plan, actually, on this build is to do a Husky 257 with a 262 top end. So that's the plan here. But one thing that was kind of sort of holding me up was the fuel tank. Is it a fuel line? So, and I really am not a huge fan of the Husky OEM line simply because it's not available in bulk. So, enter the solution. 10 meters of steel R3, and got this at the dealership down the street. $23 thereabouts for 10 meters of this stuff. Now this is steel fuel line, so let's pull this line out and see how much we need. Hey Larry. Oh, you know what? Let's bring you up here. So the downside to doing stuff live is it's a little on the slow side, but it's live, so there's that. Alright, so let's see who's here. Larry's here, but it says 5. Yeah, actually, Larry, the nice here. A little muggy out, but hey Tim. So I actually, just so everybody knows, I did have the cable guy out here to try to figure out what's going on with the internet. And long story short, I have a new modem, but the rest of my equipment is a little out of date. So there's at least that of somewhat concern. Somewhat of a concern. Why is this so being so difficult, but okay. I do protest OEM Husky line because it's not available in bulk. They will not sell it in bulk. They sell it in these little curly cues. In my opinion, that's stupid. $10 meters of this stuff for $23. And that's my kind of price. For quality line. This is not bad line. A little grease on the line. Should be able to pull this through. Got a little further. Well, the long and the short of the internet is that I have a new modem, but that that's one issue, because they needed to upgrade my modem because it was a few years old. That was one issue. Secondly, they found out at the pole, apparently there was a loose connection, and that was causing all kinds of interference. So there were at least a couple of issues there. The thing is, the internet is still indeed spotty. I'm going to use this fuel filter because I think it's fine. There, that's good. Made the fuel line a little too long, but whatever. So, yeah, I think so yeah, they tried a new modem in, it didn't work good. Tried a second modem in, which is actually the gig speed modem. That one works okay. What I have to do is they measured it at the modem. I'm getting good speed, but it is at least a little bit intermittent. So the guy said that he was going to put a line call in. They're going to have the guys come and check the line out at the street and see what's going on, if there's any intermittent issues out there. So, you know, this, that, the other thing. It's never easy. I don't know why, but it never seems to be easy. This stuff. Of interest, I was only getting. Oh yeah, there's a notch. I don't know why Husky did this. In order to get these tanks in, there's this notchy thing over here which you have to contend with, and it doesn't, I mean, there's just no good reason for it, but it's supposed to go in that way, and then this side go in. I don't know, this is kind of stupid. This is definitely one of like the dumber designs. Now I gotta contend with this. It's this stupid thing right here. So get it in sideways and push, and it's up there. Six people on. Something like that, William. Certainly feels like it some days, I guess. Anyway, so we have internet issues. I need to get a chain catcher on here. Which I won't do at this moment, but certainly gonna need one. the AV mounts on here. Your kids start school this week. Yeah, they're still in camp and whatnot. I don't actually know when they start. Don't hardly pay attention to things sometimes, you know. Kind of a problem. As soon as possible. Maybe we should fit the cylinder. That might be a good idea, huh? Might be a good idea. Get rid of some of this stuff while we're hanging out waiting for people. 9 people here. Okay, who's here? William's here, Tim, Larry. Who else? It says there's 9 people here. Who didn't I give a shout out to? Yeah, I think everybody's being quiet. Well, I don't know why. Was the thing turned on? Alright, so we got to fit a head on here. That's what we got to do. Before we do that, let's fit the rubber grommet that goes on here. It's easier to do this when the case halves are going together, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's fine. WD-40 can is out in the car, I'll bet. Man, am I that much? Yeah, I am. Such an idiot. Let me go get my thing at WD-40. I'll be back. I'll be right back. Okay. Yep. Wrist pin bearing. Nightstand. No. It's in the car. Need a piston. I had more, but I guess I've got the one. 262. I think it's just quiet tonight, Larry. You know? I don't know why. Okay, good. No, you're right. Can't be super exciting all the time. If it's live, anyway. Not possible. These are clips I really don't like. Says Cabers. That's good. Won't worry about that for the moment. Head here, which of course I put somewhere. Here it is. And I actually have to clean this up because we've got schmoots in the top. There's pieces in here of this, that, the other thing. Not stuff you want in a head. Let's see if I can hit this with the Scotch-Brite. Yeah. Good idea. Let's get a piece of Scotch-Brite. That in there and spin it. Yeah, I think I've got the OEM clips here, so I think we'll be all right. Guess whatever Scotch-Brite's on here is going to have to do. Hey, two-stroke. I can. So what I'm actually doing here is something that's supposedly doable, but I don't think it's been documented that much. So let's see if it works. You know. That doesn't feel good. Aha. A nick in the plating over here. Something I have to take care of. Yeah, that's not gonna make a hoot of difference. Let's see if she goes in smooth now. Something's still doing a head slapping thing. So yeah, this is a 257. It's the same crankcase as a 261 and 262. I believe it's the same crank, which means it's the same stroke. The 254, I believe, has a shorter stroke, but the same crankcase. And I think the 254 also has a different tank. This one does not have quite as nice of an anti-vibe as the 262, supposedly. So the tank is a little bit of a different setup. So that goes. Not a head slapper. Okay. Let's put, without the base gasket, if my dad's going to run this, I can't bump the compression too much. I got to be careful about that. So two head screws are down. Hey, James. Not a head slapper. Let's check with the flywheel. See if we can get a squish number here. We'll check a couple of things. One, see if the flywheel interferes. Actually, hang on. I got these two screws here. I want to see if the flywheel interferes with the head. Does not appear to hit the head, even with the base gasket delete. Okay. You might have to go back to one of Spike 60's saw colleges to see if he outlines the difference between the 262, 261, and this saw. The main difference was the cylinder head had a smaller piston on a 257 and open port instead of closed port. And that is going to be a tight squish for a base gasket delete. Yeah, 12 thousandths. It's a little too tight. So I guess we'll put the base gasket on here. But that does at least fit like that. Two-stroke. Matt did a video on the problem, but I can't find the solution. 395 is an aftermarket coil, but the tension lead is bad. Tried on an aftermarket coil, 394, wouldn't rev up. Yeah, I two-stroke, I don't know. I'm not a fan of the aftermarket coils at this point. And I think if you're looking for a price on a good OEM coil, SLE equipment, I think has the best prices on ignition coils. Okay, so this whole thing's gonna fit. It's gonna be fine. What was my solution to the 372 tank vent issues? To use an echo vent. So I took the Farmer Tech black vent out, drilled a hole in there just big enough to tightly fit some fuel line, put some R5 fuel line in there with an echo vent. The question is, what else do I want to do to this, if anything? Got some carbon in there I could clean up. Could definitely do that. Loaded. Loaded with carbon. See if I can get some 50 grit going here. grinding all day, James. Too much. Yeah. Slow down. Oh, and just so you guys know, we have another unboxing to do today. Ooh, that'll work. We'll do that in a minute. Chris showed up. Good. Now there's an elf called Patrick out in California, who apparently really likes that 372 that I worked over for him, or rather just put together. Didn't really work it over, but whatever. Gonna run this in there, kind of just for giggles. The head looks like it was shot peened up here, so I'm just gonna give a little shine. Uh-oh. It's gonna be much better. Man, that's much better already. What a difference. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do it anymore. Much shinier. I'm just going to go wash this over the sink. That should be fine. Mega's here. New battery. Doc, and I saw unboxing your parts. Saw unboxing. Before we get into that, HDA 120. So this is a 120 carburetor. Do I take apart the carburetor? This saw looked beautiful. So do I take apart the carburetor? I don't know if I complained about having nothing to video, but you know, maybe, Ken, maybe. I'd like to hang out with you guys, but if I don't got a video, I don't have any content, then what's the point? I know, hanging out's fun. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Actually, no, not yet. Not yet. That way. You want me to take apart the carburetor? Fine, I'll take apart the carburetor. Fine. Haha, it's a different block. Does it bolt right up? No, it don't. Different block. See? So this is the 262, this is the 257. They put the impulse on center here. The impulse is off to the side on the 262. I don't know why they did that, but they did, so whatever. Where'd my adapter go? Put it down somewhere. Now I gotta go back in my video here and see where the heck I put that stupid adapter. Guys, what did I do with it? The little black adapter that goes on here that I took off. Leave it over here. Put it down. If it don't fit, force it. Yes. Good policy. Wrong, but good policy. Might as well clean up some because I 18, 13. Yeah, I actually have to go back in my own stinking on top of that. Thank you. Thank you. Killing myself. Thanks, Larry. Black. I can't see it. Brand new looking plug. We'll use that. Okay. This actually looks like a pretty darn good 357 head. So somebody could use it. 257 head, sorry, 257 head. But this block is wrong for a 262. So I need a 262 block. What are the odds I have one? Are we betting, guys? Are we betting? We can come have a real short trip here. Partitions, I know that. Brand new. Ah. Can I Dremel it? No. Nope. I'd have to create a channel, fill it in. It would be a problem. Let's put it like that. It would be a problem. Let's just make sure these are the same height. And they are. Okay, that's fine. This can go. Actually, this should go in 257 parts. That. Like that. Oh, we're using new gaskets. I might as well use new gaskets. Base gasket. There's that gasket. Good. Good on gaskets. Okay. Round. Right, but I'm supposed to take this apart, right? Okay. Let's take this apart. Got it. Looks darn clean to me. But since it's apart, I know I've got carburetor kits, so. I just don't know if this is the right kit. Yeah, that'll work. Actually, before I do that, I usually like to check and see if this flows. Yep. Good. There you go. Okay. Put these extra pieces in here. Never know when that's going to come in handy. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot, James. Yesterday's the anniversary. That's wonderful. Okay. Now I'm going to put this all together. And we're going to pray that this actually works. Right? Good. So on here, indeed, the intake setup is a little different than, or the air horn is different than on a 262. Don't think it's going to matter that much. All right. Now, I'm not even going to bother using goop on this. I'm just going to set this down here with some Loctite on these bolts. If I need to take the head off, it'll be easier. Now I need the circlips, OEM clips. There's one. That's in. Okay, OEM clips are in. Okay. Caber ring. Hey, Kevin. 13 people here watching me put together a 262/257. Whatever you want to call it. Just the tiniest bit. So 257, 262 head, meteor piston, with a caber ring. Okay. And you say, you know, I gotta look at the circlips again. Are they in? They're seated. The clips are in, they're seated. Okay, there's one head bolt. Hey, Bill. Yeah, this the meteor looks pretty good. You know, normally I do all kinds of modifications to these and whatnot, but I missed something. The gray partition here did not seat properly. There. Ported head, no, not ported. I didn't want to do a whole lot to this because my dad might run it, and if I do everything everything I would typically do, he might not be able to get it started. Is it gonna pop tonight? It might. Could very well might pop. Right at this point, this is all like from here on in is all window dressing, you know. Alright. This has the decomp, which is good, but I don't want him to have trouble, you know? Alright, let's put this black air diffuser thingy on. Polish sauce. 15 people. So far, the only thing that I'm really noticing is things you have to change out on the 257 is the head and the piston, obviously, and the intake block and the partition. It looks like the carburetor can remain the same to convert a 257 over to a 262. Carburetor can remain the same, which means you could probably upgrade the carburetor to, I think it's an HDA 144 is a possibility. Polly's still around. Yeah, she's alive. Let's get... Let's get the flywheel on here. Where's that flywheel nut? Here it is. Hey, don't worry, Polly's still kicking. She flies around the house, no problem. Flywheel on there. Let's get the WD-40 going in the head. You've been using 3-bond? Yeah, I use it all the time. 3-bond, I tend to like a whole lot at this point. Now, what is interesting so far is that the intake here is slightly higher up. Looks like I can slide a couple of washers under either side and it'll be good. just a couple of M5 washers here. Nothing exciting. Loctite this. But I gotta grease these so they stick together. That ought to work. There's one. Okay, so these are just the two M5 screws that hold the intake air horn down. There's nothing fancy going on here. And I've actually, because the air horn is kind of sitting up in the air a bit here, come on. Just the M5 screw. That's all this is. There, okay. Yeah, because the air horn is sitting up just a little bit, I put a couple of washers underneath just to kind of make sure I don't bend the whole thing down and create an air leak. That would be bad. Did I get my interwebs fixed? I don't know. I hope they're better, but I don't know about fixed. Cable guy came. That was smart, Matt. Put the throttle on, didn't attach it. Good. Very good. Perfect. All right. Not too far away from getting a pop here, actually. That's torqued. Ignition coil next. No, it was not Larry the Cable Guy. 4 Husky way to be on the bench. They told me so the other day. I think something's wrong out at the street here. It's just so intermittent, the issues, that they're going to have a heck of a hard time figuring it out. But I've been paying for pretty fast internet, and I've been getting something that is less than super fast, so a text message. What it up? Yes. One of them came from Dr. Matt. You're right. Definitely one of the nice things about this series is that it's just the way that they go together. It's so doggone simple, you know? Up and over. That all sits nicely like that. Selling the fiber was fine. Getting the speed increase from what it was took 2 texts in a week to do. Awesome. Okay. Put a muffler on. Again, I can do all kinds of fancy stuff, but for now I'm going to leave this. Rather than opening up the muffler or do anything fancy, we'll just leave it. So you got the muffler, you got a spacer, and then you have the heat shield. The spacer is not even really a gasket, it's actually like a spacer. Weird. Instead of a gasket, there's actually a spacer. $3.94 waiting up. Golly. I know. Are we doing more of the same trade, Chris? The same type of trade? Here's the problem. I have... Chris, I could get the deal done like instantly, But here's the problem. I have a lot of saws still for sale. I literally have about $4,000 in chainsaws sitting right now. So I'm waiting on a bunch of guys to, you know what I mean? Mm. Steve, Matt, bring the saws with you next get together. I have. Nobody buys them. Because at the get-togethers, nobody carries cash. Like nobody. It's pretty rare that anybody there will actually carry a significant amount of money. Just check this and make sure this will. That should work. Okay. Well. Don't really need that to get that to pop. So. What about that 394? Yeah. It's kind of like how, yeah, for me, that's kind of how it is. I'm like, what should I use? 394? Maybe I'll use a 394 today. My Chinese 660, maybe I'll use that. That's where that goes. Okay. So that's where that black kind of adapter thing goes. It's on this side. Yeah, Steve, my dad likes his. That's why I'm working on this one for him. Where's the choke? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot. That was me. I forgot that. There. Yep, there's the pop. No clutch. That way it doesn't go flying across the room. Really need a chain catcher. That's what I need. Ah, you guys. You guys. I think this is small spline, so now I need to find... So this is actually 325. So I'm going to put that there. So I need to find a small spline 3/8. Perfect. Just needs a tune. Just want to make sure this is complete for completeness sake, right? Good. Right, I need a chain catcher. Should I use it? I should use it. Almost done. Well, I think we can call this done. Can we call this done? Think we can call this done? Just need to put a chain catcher on it. It'll be fine. Then I gotta give it a tune, obviously. Have a good night, Larry. Lovely. That sounded great. We'll give it a tune later. Not worried about it now. Okay. What time is it? 9:06. My battery's almost down to nothing. So I think we're going to do a quick unboxing and then we're going to call it a night. What do you guys think? Too much stuff here. Hang on. Let me get rid of this, and then I'm going to go upstairs and get the box. I don't know about you guys, though. I'm pretty happy that thing popped. That's good. Bill, you're right. It's a nice stage. Done is nice. I'll be right back. With this, I'm just unboxing it. All right, here we go. This comes from Patrick. Don't worry, it's not a whatever it says on the label. No idea how to get into this. Aha. Aha! Thank you for your business. What has he got? All right, this time, he smartly took this off. Good. What? There's two. I have no idea what's in the box. I think I know, but I now I'm kind of confused. Is that 288? Pretty nice. It's dirty, but okay. I'm not showing you guys. I'll show you. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. I'll show you what's in there. Don't worry. Top handle. I'm assuming this is actually for 266, either 268 or 266 stuff. That's the assumption. Yeah, kind of like a Jack in the Box. Wow, it's a good thing that he wrapped this in plastic because there's oil everywhere inside the plastic. In fact, I think he smartly used the garbage bags that I gave him. Alright, we got the top handle, we got the clutch cover. And we got a sock. Oil everywhere. Patrick, you're supposed to drain that. Oh. Well, it's oily. Like, super oily. 300th anniversary. Yeah, I think this is a 266. 266 is what it is. We got the tag on it. That's cool. So James, in case you're wondering, this 266 is the generation, I believe, before the 268. I believe this is before the 268. Missing the bushing here, but I have those. Clutch on there looks fine. So who knows what's wrong with it? Who knows? But overall looks pretty solid. So we'll see what's going on with the head. And kind of go from there. But not tonight. Yeah, it does make it really shiny, doesn't it? Yeah, they're not a whole lot different. It's a different cylinder head, I think, but I don't think there's a whole lot of other difference. The crankcase, I think, is essentially the same. Maybe the gas tank's designed a little differently, whatever. But it's not a whole lot different. A wise coat? No, no. So Patrick just sent it to me as a thank you, I think, for the 372. So gotta figure that out. So I am going to go to bed. It's time. So I will catch you guys later, and I'll try to get the 257 running, obviously. And if I struggle with it or whatever, obviously you guys will know about it. But as far as this goes, I guess we'll tear into this next. I don't know when. I don't know if we'll go live tomorrow night. Tomorrow's supposed to have some really, really bad storms, so it's possible we can tear into this tomorrow. Okay? So I'm out, and we will see you later, some other time, possibly tomorrow. Okay, guys? All right, guys. Talk to you later. Be safe, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.